The next time you are at the dollar store, pick up some white plastic hangers. You will need 16 in total, and some clear zip ties. Start by placing 2 white plastic hangers next to each other so they are touching on the long side of the hanger. Take a couple of zip ties and connect the 2 hangers on the long side where they touch. Do this with all of your hangers so you end up with 8 sets of 2 connected hangers. Use a hot glue gun as double security for these zip ties. Take 2 sets of zip-tied hangers and position them on a table so the corners are touching as well as the mirrored hooks. Connect both of these touch points with zip ties and secure with hot glue if needed. Now add another set of 2 hangers onto those 2 sets. Zip tie and glue just like the others. Add the 4th set and connect with zip ties for a complete circle of hangers. Next, take your remaining 8 hangers and connect a completely separate circle of hangers. Take one connected hanger set and place it on top of the other connected hanger set. Now, take a felt snowflake. I found mine at the dollar store, but you can cut your own out from a piece of felt. Brush fabric Mod Podge over the entire felt snowflake. If you want, press some faux snow into the damp Mod Podge to add a little snowy sparkle. Once dry, hot glue the entire snowflake to the center of your hanger snowflake. I glued mine on an axis first in the center, and then added hot glue at various touch points on the snowflakes. You can hang it just like this, or take it a step further. Take some white string lights and weave them throughout the hanger snowflake. As you weave the lights, use the clear zip ties to secure them in place. You can hang this fun snowflake on a wall, inside, but it is even more fun to hang it outside on a window. Connect it to a power source and enjoy your lighted hanging snowflake at night. I hope this inspired you to create your own winter snowflake out of inexpensive hangers and zip ties from the dollar store. Grab some tinsel garland and some square wire wreath forms from your favorite dollar store or craft store for this easy and festive Christmas project. Place 2 of the square wreath forms on their side to create an upright L shape. Then, using small zip ties, connect one side of each frame to the other. Use 2 zip ties to create a solid connection for stability. Add that 4th wreath form with the zip ties so all 4 wire frames are connected to form a 3D square. Now that you've got 1 wreath form left, lay it on top to create a box. Cut off the ends of all the zip ties with some sharp scissors. And it's tinsel time. Take a tinsel garland and hot glue one end of the garland to a corner at the bottom of the wreath frame box. Carefully wind the garland around the bottom of the frame box and continue to wrap, working your way upwards. Periodically, use a little hot glue to anchor the garland to the box. A little goes a long way. You don't need to go crazy with the hot glue. When you come to the end of one garland, just start with another garland and continue the wrapping. Hot glue at the beginning of each garland to attach it to the frame. Next, take another garland and start to cover the top. Again, use hot glue to initially anchor the end of the garland to the edge of the top. Because you're covering the top of the box frame, you can just weave the garland in and out through the sides of the box frame. I ended up using just 2 garlands to cover the top of my box. Every wrapped present needs some ribbon and a bow, and this present needs a big bow. I broke it down into 3 steps. First, the side ribbon. Wrap a long length of wired ribbon around the box and twist underneath before bringing the tails up and over the sides of the box and knotting on top. Second, take another length of wired ribbon and slide through the previously knotted ribbon at the top of the present. Tie in a knot on top and curl the ribbon ends with your hand into a gentle wave for the tails of the bow. Last, make the actual big bow. Then attach the bow to the top of the box by connecting with the florist wire. And there you have it. This project looks great displayed under a Christmas tree or even on a dining table or kitchen island as a spectacular centerpiece. I hope this inspired you to make your own square wreath decorative Christmas present.
For today's project, we're going to start with a 3-inch piece of round wood. Now, you can use plastic pipe for this, but I'm going to use wood and I'll show you why. First piece I'm going to cut is 30 inches long. That's going to be my long piece, and I also want to cut a little bit shorter at 24 inches. I will go ahead and cut that. I have a miter saw, makes it easy. I'm also going to use a 16-inch piece of board for the base, but this base is where I'm going to need to drill 2 pilot holes. I'm going to use a drill bit that's just smaller than the screws. Using the same size drill bit, I'm going to drill down the middle of the 2 round boards on each one. We're going to take the wood screw, it's about 2.5 inches long, and we're going to barely put it through the board. I'll show you where. We want just the tip to show because that helps line it up with our posts. We're going to put 2 of these screws in to start, and then we're going to line it up with our pilot hole that we drilled on the round posts. Put that in, secure it all the way, start with the small one, and then you're going to go to the bigger one and do the same. Once you get that secured, look at this. It's actually super strong and holding up just like we need. Next, we're going to take it outside and we're going to spray paint it. We're going to do either a white or an off-white. There's a reason I'm using spray paint and not just regular household paint, because I want some of this wood grain to show through. The next step is I'm going to take some hot glue. Now, what I'm going to do is put this on here, and the hotter the glue is, the bigger and longer it's going to drip down the side. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't paint this afterwards. Well, look at this. Once that hot glue dries, look at that color. It looks like melted wax. Next, we're going to grab an oversized Easter egg. We're going to need the base of this, and we're going to do the same with the hot glue. Put it on the bottom, and we're going to secure it to the post. Take that same drill bit that we used earlier and put a drill hole right in the back, what we'll consider the back. These fairy lights are great. We're going to unravel it and pull it all the way through that hole because we want all these lights to be inside this Easter egg. We've got to secure the switch to the back. Again, just takes a little bit of hot glue. Make sure you don't burn yourself and just secure it right to the back. In about 10 to 15 seconds, it sets up. Then we got to take all the light strands and put them inside. Don't push them down too far. We want them to pop up after we're done. So secure the top. Let's decorate it with a bow and some holly or anything you want to make it look good. Light it up and look at that. These are our 2 oversized candlesticks. I think they turned out just amazing and they sit up nice and secure. And guess what? You can also use them outside. But when the lights go out, look at this. It just glows and looks like a great, wonderful candlestick, perfect for the holiday season. I hope this inspired you to build your own oversized candlesticks. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.